Hello! Hi guys! Welcome to my YouTube channel if you've never been here before. I'm Star and today I want to show you my Notion workspace. So I've been using Notion for almost 2 years now and I really enjoy all the features it has and all the amazing things you can do with it. I want to show you the way I use Notion to plan and organize my entire life. And I really hope it will help you see what you can do with Notion and maybe have new ideas to how to organize your Notion. But most importantly, I want to give you the template I'm using because it's just ready. I've been working so hard on finding a system that works for me and that includes basically all of my life aspects. And I want you to enjoy it because I've been spending so many hours on designing and planning every single page, and I don't want you to waste all that time on that. I want you to spend your time being productive and actually doing things, not just making your Notion look pretty. So I'm gonna show you what I made, and after the video ends, you can click the link down in the description and you can just duplicate it to your Notion and customize it to be the way you like it, and you can simply use it to whatever you want to use it for. So let's start. So this is my workspace. You can see that I added Notion's logo here, but obviously you can change it if you don't like it. Also, there's a nice banner here, and also a cool animation. My entire Notion has this like purple, blue colors, because this is what I like, but obviously if you don't like it, you can totally change it. Okay, so let's start with our daily life page. So this is how this page looks like, and the most important thing on that page is the schedule. So this is basically where you plan your entire life. So what you can do is you can choose a tag or you can make your own tags and basically add them to your schedule. So for example, if you have an event, you can just add it here at the date and just write it down so that you don't forget it. Now I want to show you all the planners you can find on your daily life page. So first of all, we have trackers. You have habit tracker, workout tracker, and mood tracker. So at the end of the week, you can basically see how much you've been doing your habits. So for example, if you've been reading every day, you can see that you've been reading for 100% of the days. And obviously you can customize it, you can add your own habits. And for example, I also added the number of hours I slept because that's something I want to work on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we're gonna move on to the workout tracker. Every time you work out, you can add the date of the workout. You can add what areas of the body you've been working on. You can also add a link in case you have like a YouTube video you've been using. You can add the type of workout and just any extra information. For example, worked out with my friends, or I don't know, whatever you want to add. What I usually do is I add here how I felt after the workout because that really motivates me to keep going. So what I can write is it made me feel happy, or I don't know, or more energized. This is just a way to basically track how you feel after a workout. But you can also use it for other types of information you want to add. Now we're gonna move on to our mood tracker. Every day you can add an entry of how you felt like. So you can add the date, you can choose an emoji that describes your mood. You can add your emotion and why you're feeling this way. So every month you can add a new tracker. For example, if I want to add a new mood tracker, I'm just gonna click on that button and here we go. And this is just a tracker of how many glasses of water you've been drinking, so I think it's pretty important. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the tasks planner. So first thing you have is your weekly plan. So here you can add the tasks you need to do. For example, if on Saturday you want to clean your room, if if you did that task, you can just check it and move it to the archive. Or if you didn't have the time to do it, you can move it to Sunday, or just move it to the next week if it's not very urgent. If you have like long-term tasks and not just small tasks you can finish in one day, you can add them to your task planner. So for example, if you wanna, I don't know, create a movie, you can add this task here, and you can then change it to in progress, and when you're done you can move it here and check it. When I checked that box, it just disappeared, and if I don't want that to happen, what I can do is I can click on filter and simply remove the checkbox filter like that, and it's just gonna stay. But I'm gonna leave that filter for now because I don't want to have a bunch of tasks just lying around here. Yeah, that's the entire task page. I hope you like it. And let's move on to our journal. So this is your journal page. You can see the cute animation here, and here you have your diary. You can add a new entry and also add the relevant tags. For example, if you had an idea and you don't want to forget it, you can just add it here, and it will automatically add the time of the entry, so that's really nice. But obviously if you don't like it, you can simply change it to like date, and you can just add it manually by yourself. But I'm gonna change it back to creative time, and here you can write down your thoughts, because sometimes my head is just so full of thoughts and ideas and I don't know what to do with them, so I just need to drop them somewhere. Here you can add a new thought. This is just a text symbol, like it's literally something you can copy and paste and use. And after you wrote down your thoughts, you can add them to other pages. For example, you can add them as tasks, and yeah, and after that you can just delete them. Okay, so this is the page of things I'm grateful for. And here you can just write down a list of all that you're grateful for in your life. I think it's important to just be grateful for everything you have in your life. And this is just a nice place to write it down. And every time you feel like you're sad or you don't see the point in your life or something like that, just come back to this list, and I hope it will make you happy. And now I'm gonna show you the monthly reflection page. This is just a nice page with some stars, some sparkles. Here you have a lot of questions you can use to reflect on the past month. For example, what are you proud of? What have you been putting off? These are just questions you can use to look back and see what was right this month and what was wrong, or what maybe you can do better. And you can use that to plan your next month. You can set your priorities and set your goals for the next month, and this is just a way to slowly and gradually work towards your goals and just have a better understanding of how every month looks like. So yeah, I really like this page. I think it's really cute, and whenever you want to, you can just add a new reflection for a new month, and yeah, just write down everything you want. Okay, so next we have our goals page. This is just a place to write any long-term goals you have. So whenever you have a new goal, you can add a new goal template by clicking on goal, and it will automatically generate these questions. So for example, if your goal is to get fit, you can insert an image of a fit person like Pamela Reif. What do I want to get fit? What will I get by achieving that goal? Maybe feel good. What do I need to do to achieve that goal? Make sure to split it into small tasks. Here it's very important to split your goal into small tiny steps that are gonna be realistic for you, because if you're gonna write a huge goal, you might not be like motivated enough to do such a big thing. So you can basically split it into tiny tasks that you can add to your task list, and this way it's gonna be way easier for you to get that goal. work out 4 times a week, buy healthy food. Every time you set a goal, there's also gonna be a price that you have to pay. We want to keep it real here, okay? If you want to spend more time working out, you will obviously spend less time with your friends and your family. So you need to just keep that in mind when you're setting that goal, because in the future it might be pretty hard to stick to it. Is the price worth it? This is the place where you get the most important decision, which is whether you actually want to start working on that goal, or maybe you decide not to focus on that goal right now, but to maybe reconsider that again in the future. For example, in 1 month from now, you're gonna think again and decide, okay, now this is the right time for me to work on that goal. And it's very important to give that time frame, like a month, for you to just accept your decision. And after that, there might be a time when you might change your mind. So you're gonna reconsider it, and maybe that would be a better time for you to start working on your goal. Or if you do decide to work on the goal right now, just add whatever you need to do to the task list and just start working on it today. Okay, so that was the goals page. And now we're gonna move on to the health page. Every time you set an appointment, you can just add it to your schedule, and you can add the tag doctor or the tag medical test, and automatically that will appear on the health page, because this database is basically your schedule just filtered. The tags medical test and doctor will appear here. You can also change them. So for example, if you want to be more specific, you can just like add the tag dentist, and then you can click on filter and add a filter rule with the dentist tag. And this way, every time you go to the dentist, you will also see that on that table. Okay, so the next page I'm going to show you is the contacts page. Here you can add your friends, family, people you work with. You can write down the phone number, email, address. You can also add the birthday, and here is a list of the birthdays, and you can basically add the birthdays of all your friends so that you don't forget anyone. Now this is the meeting database, and again, this database is connected to the schedule database. So every time you add the tag meeting, it's gonna appear on the contacts page, and you can add the meeting with that friend. And after that, you can also add any relevant meetings in the contacts database. So for example, if you need to work on the project with Ariana Grande. And now we're gonna move on to the morning routine. This is just a list of things I do in the morning so that I don't forget. But obviously you can change that list, and you can also create an evening routine. And now I'm gonna show you how I create a new template button. So I'm gonna type slash, and then I'm gonna add a new button, and here I'm gonna write add a new routine, and I'm gonna move my morning routine to that place. I'm gonna close that, and here I basically created a new page. I can change it to an evening routine, and yeah, you can pretty much change it to anything you want. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the adventures page. So using this page, you can basically track your hobbies. For example, this database is for books that you want to read. You can also change the layout to fit image. But I personally like it more this way. Whenever there's a new book you discover, you can simply add the book to that list. You can add the name of the book, the author, the category, year of publication, number of pages, and just some extra information. For example, why did you decide to read that book? And also you can add the review for that book. So you can basically write any thoughts you had while reading the book, any ideas you had, and generally whether you recommend that book or not. Another page we have here is movies and TV shows. Here you can write the name of the movie, the category, the date you added that movie to your list, the date you watched it, and a review. So this way you can remember whether it was a good movie and whether you want to watch it again or not. We also have the recipes page, which is a page I really like because every time I find a new recipe online, I can just add it here. For example, I added the honey cookies recipes. You can also paste the recipe itself down here. You can also change the view to a list, and this way you can clearly see all of the properties. You can see the type, whether you tried it or not, the date you first tried it, if you did, the rating you would give to that meal. Here you can add the link in case that's an online recipe, and also the review, just what did you think of the recipe and whether you want to make that meal again or not. There's also a page called places to visit. Here you can just add the places you want to visit sometime, and you can also add a picture, so the picture you add in the page will appear as the cover, and whenever you visit that place you can just check it and add the date you visited it. Also, there's a page I really like called In Case I Need. So whenever I find like a useful tool online, I can just add the link here. For example, I needed to compare two PDFs and I found a website that does that, so I just added that here. It's just nice to have all the links you need in one place. And now I'm gonna show you a page called Things to Check Out. So you know when someone just shows you a cool website or a video or just tells you a cool fact and you wanna continue exploring it? So you can basically just add it to this list and you can add a link. And this way, whenever you have free time, you can just continue exploring that topic. So we're done with the adventures page, and now we're gonna move on to the career page. This page is the place for you to organize everything related to your career or to your business. If you're a content creator, this page is gonna be really useful for you. Here you have 3 pages: YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And in each page you can basically plan your content. So if you have a video idea, you can write the format of the video, the status, you can set a date for filming it, for publishing it. You can also write down the number of subscribers you have when the video is up, and you can also add a link to the video and a checklist. It's supposed to be a checkbox. I'm gonna fix it. Wait. Okay, sorry. Now, the most important part is that whenever you have a new video idea, you can choose the template video. So here you have a place to write your ideas for the video, and here you have a video checklist, which includes all the things you need to do in order to publish that video. Things like creating a thumbnail, writing a description, you know, just all the things you have to do and you don't want to forget any of them. Okay, we also have the Instagram page, which is pretty similar to the YouTube page, and also TikTok if you have TikTok, so that's a good place for you to plan your videos. Another thing we have on the career page is the finance page. This is a monthly tracker, which means every month you can basically click on add a new finance page and it will automatically generate a new one for you. You can basically track all of your income and all of your expenses, and this page will automatically calculate the balance. You can basically write the initial amount you have, and then you can add your income. You can write what type of income is it on a regular basis, or is it just like a one-time payment? Here you have the expenses list. This is basically your wish list. So every time you want to buy something, you can write down the budget. So basically how much you want to spend on that, and then the actual price. For example, if you found a swimsuit which costs $50, it will be in the budget, so there will be a check mark. And for example, if you found a candle which is $10, it's not going to be in the budget and you will have that red sign here. Also, you have the type of the expense, whether it's just groceries or whether it's a gift for someone, whether it's unnecessary, optional, or essential. You can also add a link in case that's something from an online website, and whether you bought it or not, and you can also add the date of the payment. I think this page is useful for planning your expenses. So if you want to buy something, you can basically check how it's gonna affect your balance, and this way you can decide whether you want to buy it or maybe wait until the next month. In the career page, you can also add useful information. For example, if you're preparing for a job interview and you need to print your resume, so you basically have it here. You can basically add anything you find important and relevant for you. And now the last page in the workspace is the recycle bin, which is basically a place where you can drop any pages that you don't want to use anymore, or maybe you just don't want to use them right now, but in the future you might still find them relevant. I just put here a nails page because I thought maybe like creating a Notion page for planning my nails designs, but then I was like, nah, it's not a good idea, so I just put it in the recycle bin. And this info page here basically includes all the information you need in order to customize your Notion. So that includes instructions and links to websites, and basically everything you need to get started with this template. That was my entire Notion workspace. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really made it because I want to help you guys. I want to help you start organizing your life, start being productive, start just enjoying every single aspect of your life. And I think Notion is a great tool to improve all of your life aspects, to put more time into the hobbies, into the things you like to do. And yeah, I really hope it's gonna be useful for you. So the next thing you need to do is to just click the link in my description and get that template and just start working with it. Start playing around, start customizing it, and just have fun. So that's it for today's video. You can like it and share it with your friends if you find it useful. And please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I wish you a wonderful day or a wonderful night. Bye bye!